Imagine if the secret to keeping your muscles strong after 50 wasn't hours in the gym, but in your morning coffee. The same drink that wakes you up could also rejuvenate your muscle cells, boost energy, and support lean tissue repair. After 50, many people notice strength fading and slower recovery, even with enough protein. This happens because of anabolic resistance when muscle cells stop responding to growth signals, like a radio losing its signal. But muscle loss isn't inevitable. The main issue lies in your mitochondria, the tiny engines inside your cells. As they weaken with age, they lose efficiency and struggle with oxidative stress, slowing muscle growth. Fortunately, science shows that certain nutrients and plant compounds can reignite these cellular engines, especially when taken in the morning. By adding targeted amino acids, peptides, or polyphenols to your coffee, you can enhance mitochondrial function, reduce inflammation, and activate growth pathways, creating a nutritional workout effect. In this video, we'll reveal how simple changes in your morning coffee can restore muscle responsiveness, preserve strength, and support longevity, helping you stay strong, energetic, and independent well beyond 50. It's a reality few talk about. After age 50, your body may lose muscle mass at a rate of about 1% annually, even if you stay active and eat a balanced diet. This condition, known as sarcopenia, impacts more than just strength. It affects your balance, metabolism, brain health, and even how long you live. Many assume this muscle loss stems solely from less physical activity, but that's only part of the equation. The deeper issue lies within your cells, in a process called anabolic resistance. This means your muscles become less responsive to the signals that normally prompt them to grow, even when you're eating enough protein or engaging in strength training. Here's what's happening inside your body. When you consume protein, it's broken down into amino acids. Think of them as the raw materials for building muscle. One key amino acid, leucine, activates a critical pathway called mTOR, which acts like a control center for muscle growth. When mTOR is switched on, your muscle cells start repairing and building new proteins, helping you stay strong. But as we age, this mTOR pathway becomes less effective. The receptors that detect amino acids lose their sensitivity. Mitochondria, the cell's energy producers, become less efficient, and rising inflammation and oxidative stress tip the scales toward muscle breakdown rather than growth. Research from institutions like the University of Birmingham and McMaster University shows that older adults often need double the leucine to trigger the same muscle-building response as younger people. This explains why you might eat plenty of protein, but still struggle to maintain muscle. Picture your muscle cells as a construction site. In your 20s, the crew is efficient. Materials arrive, workers leap into action, and repairs happen quickly. By your 50s or 60s, that crew is sluggish. Deliveries are delayed, and fewer repairs get done. Anabolic resistance is like a bottleneck in this process. The good news? This isn't a dead end. Science shows that by combining targeted nutrients, strength exercises, and smart timing, you can restore your body's ability to respond to these signals and even rebuild muscle. Let's dive into the heart of your muscle cells, the mitochondria, the tiny energy factories that drive every contraction, repair, and new muscle fiber you create. Revitalizing these powerhouses is critical to slowing or even reversing muscle loss after age 50. If anabolic resistance is like a dimmed signal for muscle growth, mitochondrial decline is the fading energy supply that weakens those signals. These two processes are closely intertwined, and understanding their connection is the key to combating age-related muscle decline. Here's a straightforward explanation. Each muscle cell contains hundreds, sometimes thousands, of mitochondria, your body's energy generators. They convert nutrients into adenosine triphosphate, ATP, the fuel for all cellular functions, from moving your body to repairing tissue to powering your heartbeat. The problem? After 50, both the number and efficiency of mitochondria begin to wane. The ones that remain struggle to respond to nutrients, handle oxidative stress, or function optimally. This creates a cascade: less energy, rising inflammation, and slower muscle repair. Research from places like the Karolinska Institute and Harvard Medical School highlights why this matters. Mitochondrial health is a strong indicator of how long and well you'll live. Scientists can even gauge your biological age by examining how well mitochondria perform in muscle tissue. When mitochondria are robust, your muscles stay strong, your metabolism hums along, and inflammation stays in check. When they weaken, everything suffers: strength, vitality, and resilience. So how do you recharge these mitochondria? The solution lies in combining hormetic stressors with targeted nutrition. Hormesis is the idea that small, controlled stresses can strengthen your cells. Things like exercise, heat, or cold exposure, intermittent fasting, and certain plant compounds can trigger this beneficial response. For example, strength training creates mild stress on muscle fibers, prompting mitochondria to ramp up energy production, repair damage, and adapt to greater demands. Surprisingly, similar benefits can come from everyday foods and drinks like coffee. Coffee is rich in polyphenols and chlorogenic acids, which activate key pathways like AMPK and PGC1A. These pathways signal your cells to produce new mitochondria, improve fat burning, and enhance insulin sensitivity. This explains why moderate coffee consumption is linked to better metabolic and muscle health in older adults. Here's where it gets really interesting. Pairing these mitochondrial boosters with specific nutrients like leucine, creatine, or collagen supercharges both energy production and muscle repair. Your morning coffee becomes more than a ritual. It's a powerful signal to your cells to rebuild and rejuvenate. Think of mitochondria as the batteries in your muscle cells. If they're drained, no amount of protein or exercise will work efficiently. But recharge those batteries and every nutrient and workout becomes far more effective. Next, we'll explore the interplay of three key nutrient-sensing pathways: mTOR, AMPK, and PGC1A, and how balancing them through diet timing, fasting, and exercise can unlock a youthful metabolism and preserve your muscle mass. Let's now explore the molecular control center that determines whether your body builds or breaks down muscle tissue. This process hinges on three key nutrient-sensing pathways: mTOR, AMPK, and PGC1A. These pathways work together like a team, constantly communicating to decide whether your cells focus on growth or repair. Understanding how they function and how to influence them is a powerful way to combat muscle loss after age 50. First, let's look at mTOR, which stands for Mechanistic Target of Rapamycin. Think of mTOR as the gas pedal for muscle growth. When triggered by amino acids like leucine or by strength training, it kickstarts muscle protein synthesis, the process of creating new muscle tissue. This pathway thrives on protein-rich meals and resistance exercise. However, there's a catch. Overstimulating mTOR without balance can backfire. Keeping your cells in constant growth mode limits their ability to repair and clear out damaged components. That's where AMPK and PGC1A come in. AMPK acts like a fuel gauge for your cells. When energy levels dip, such as during fasting, exercise, or calorie restriction, AMPK activates, signaling your body to conserve energy, burn fat, and clean up damaged proteins through a process called autophagy. This helps improve insulin sensitivity and reduce inflammation, both vital for muscle health as you age. Meanwhile, PGC1A is the master switch for mitochondrial biogenesis, instructing your cells to produce new mitochondria and boost energy output. It works hand in hand with mTOR and AMPK to maintain a balanced metabolism. The key here is balance. Preserving muscle and promoting longevity rely on a rhythm of activity and recovery. That's why combining nutrient timing, exercise, and short fasting periods can be so effective. For instance, exercising in a fasted state in the morning activates AMPK and PGC1A, boosting mitochondrial efficiency. Then, when you break your fast with a protein-rich meal, ideally paired with your morning coffee, you activate mTOR, driving muscle repair. It's a dynamic 1-2 punch for cellular health and muscle maintenance. To make this relatable, picture your body as a hybrid car, switching between electric and gas modes. AMPK and PGC1A are like the electric mode: clean, efficient, and restorative. mTOR is the gas mode: powerful and growth-focused, but demanding. Both are essential, and the real benefit comes from alternating them strategically. Research from journals like Physiology and the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition supports this approach. Studies show that cycling between nutrient scarcity and nutrient abundance, what scientists call metabolic flexibility, enhances mitochondrial function and muscle protein synthesis in older adults. By combining targeted exercise, strategic fasting windows, and the right nutrients, you're not just maintaining muscle, you're rewiring your metabolism at the cellular level. Let's turn our attention to one of the world's most beloved drinks, coffee. For many, it's just a morning pick-me-up or a comforting ritual. But when you understand its cellular impact, coffee becomes a remarkable tool for boosting metabolism. Used thoughtfully, it can energize your mitochondria, enhance fat burning, and support muscle recovery. Research reveals that coffee is more than just caffeine. It's a rich blend of compounds like chlorogenic acids, trigonelline, and polyphenols. These activate critical pathways such as AMPK and PGC1A, which we discussed earlier. When these pathways are engaged, your body ramps up mitochondrial production, improves insulin sensitivity, and enhances fat metabolism. For your muscles, this means more efficient energy production, better glucose management, and increased availability of ATP, the energy molecule that fuels muscle repair and growth. The result? Less fatigue, faster recovery, and stronger muscles. A study in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that caffeine, when consumed before strength training, boosts muscle fiber activation and performance in both younger and older adults. But it's not just caffeine at work. Coffee's polyphenols help reduce oxidative stress and inflammation, key drivers of age-related muscle loss or sarcopenia. Picture your mitochondria as tiny engines that power your cells. Over time, these engines get clogged with oxidative debris, making them less efficient. Coffee's polyphenols act like a cleaning crew, clearing out that residue so your mitochondria can burn fuel more effectively. But here's the key. Coffee's benefits depend on how you prepare it. Adding sugar or processed creamers can counteract its advantages by spiking insulin and increasing inflammation. Instead, pair coffee with nutrients that support mitochondrial and muscle health for a powerful synergy. For example, mixing in amino acids like leucine or peptides like collagen or creatine can activate mTOR signaling after your morning fast. This combination leverages coffee's metabolic boost with the muscle-building power of amino acids, turning your coffee into a precision tool for muscle maintenance. Here's another fascinating angle. Caffeine temporarily boosts cyclic AMP, a molecule that promotes fat breakdown and energy release. This makes the time after drinking coffee ideal for resistance training or light exercise, as it primes your muscles for both energy production and repair. Imagine this routine. You start your day with coffee enriched with leucine and collagen, follow it with a 20-minute strength workout, and then eat a balanced breakfast packed with protein and micronutrients. This sequence activates AMPK, mTOR, and PGC1R in a coordinated dance that research links to slower aging and better muscle preservation. In the next section, we'll explore micronutrient synergy, how combining amino acids, creatine, and collagen peptides can transform your morning coffee into a targeted ritual for preserving muscle and vitality. Now that we've explored how coffee can activate vital metabolic pathways, let's focus on the specific nutrients you can combine with it to maximize muscle preservation and growth, especially after age 50. This is where science and strategy come together. In the morning, after an overnight fast, your body is in a unique state. Insulin levels are low, AMPK is active, and your cells are primed to burn fat. This creates an ideal window for metabolic renewal. To shift into muscle-building mode, you need to engage mTOR, the pathway that drives protein synthesis. The best way to do this is by incorporating amino acids, creatine, and collagen peptides, with coffee as the perfect delivery vehicle. Let's start with leucine, an essential amino acid that's the primary trigger for muscle protein synthesis. Studies from the University of Illinois and McMaster University indicate that older adults need around 3 grams of leucine per meal to effectively activate mTOR. By adding leucine powder or leucine-rich protein, like whey isolate to your coffee, you kickstart muscle building right after fasting. Next, consider creatine, a well-researched compound with benefits far beyond athletic performance. For older adults, creatine helps replenish ATP, the cell's energy source, while improving muscle strength, performance, and even brain function. Meta-analyses show that 3 to 5 grams of creatine daily can significantly boost muscle mass and physical capacity in older individuals. Then there's collagen peptides, rich in glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, which support connective tissues, tendons, and joints. While collagen isn't a complete protein for muscle synthesis, it complements leucine or whey by providing the building blocks for tissue repair. Research from the University of Freiburg found that older adults who paired collagen peptides with resistance training gained more lean mass and strength than those who trained without it. When you blend these three, leucine, creatine, and collagen, with coffee's mitochondrial boosting compounds, you create an optimal environment for muscle health. Caffeine enhances nutrient absorption and circulation, amino acids trigger mTOR, and polyphenols support mitochondrial function. Your morning coffee transforms into a science-backed ritual for cellular renewal. Here's how to put it into practice. Brew your coffee, then mix in 1 scoop of collagen peptides, 3 grams of leucine, and 3 to 5 grams of creatine monohydrate. Drink it 30 to 40 minutes before your first meal or workout. This timing aligns caffeine's energy boost with amino acid-driven muscle synthesis, maximizing focus and recovery. Over time, this simple habit can enhance muscle preservation, energy, joint health, and metabolism. Plus, it supports brain health. Creatine and glycine improve cognitive function and neurotransmitter balance, while collagen's glycine promotes restful sleep. Next, we'll tie it all together with a daily rhythm that aligns with your body's natural biology to optimize muscle health and vitality. Now that you understand the molecular and nutritional tools for reversing muscle loss, let's combine them into a daily routine that syncs with your body's circadian rhythm. Your cells operate on an internal clock, and aligning your eating, movement, and recovery with this rhythm is more powerful than any single nutrient or habit. After 50, disruptions in this rhythm can accelerate muscle loss and metabolic decline, but restoring it can synchronize your metabolism for optimal health. Start your day with light exposure. Step outside for 5 to 10 minutes to let sunlight hit your eyes. This resets your circadian rhythm, supports healthy cortisol levels, and signals your body to produce energy. About 30 to 40 minutes after waking, drink your fortified coffee with collagen, creatine, and leucine to activate mitochondrial function and muscle protein synthesis. Next, capitalize on the caffeine boost with movement, resistance training, a brisk walk, or a short bodyweight circuit within an hour of your coffee. This sequence maximizes AMPK and mTOR activation, waking your mitochondria and priming your muscles for repair. Follow up 60 to 90 minutes later with a balanced meal rich in high-quality protein, about 30 grams, healthy fats, and colorful vegetables to replenish amino acids, support recovery, and stabilize blood sugar. Research shows that distributing protein evenly across meals sustains muscle protein synthesis throughout the day for older adults. Incorporate a 12 to 14-hour overnight fast to promote autophagy, which clears out damaged proteins and resets cellular function. Breaking this fast with your coffee blend and a nutrient-dense meal transitions your body from repair to growth. In the evening, avoid heavy meals close to bedtime, as they can disrupt growth hormone release and muscle repair during sleep. Instead, finish your last meal about 3 hours before bed, including magnesium-rich foods or a small dose of collagen for relaxation and recovery. Finally, prioritize sleep. 7 to 9 hours of quality rest is when your body releases growth hormone and performs most muscle repair and mitochondrial renewal. This is your nightly anabolic window. By aligning circadian rhythms, fasting, nutrient timing, and supplementation, you create a regenerative environment that keeps your mitochondria youthful and your muscles responsive. Consistency, not perfection, is the goal. A fortified coffee ritual, a few weekly strength sessions, and good sleep can transform how you age. Let's bring it all together. The truth is, muscle loss after 50 isn't just a sign of aging, it's a signal from your body asking for the right support. When you combine movement, smart nutrition, and even a simple morning coffee routine, you're not just preserving muscle, you're rebuilding vitality from the inside out. Every cup, every walk, every healthy meal sends a message to your cells. Grow stronger, stay younger. Your muscles are far more than strength. They're your body's engine for balance, heart health, blood sugar control, and longevity. And the best part? It's never too late to start. Even in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, your body can respond powerfully when you give it the right signals. If today's video inspired you, don't let it stop here. Hit subscribe and join our Senior Health Guard community, where every week we share science-based strategies to help you stay active, sharp, and independent, no matter your age. Together, we're building a healthier, stronger future, one habit at a time. Don't miss our next video, the morning drink that wakes up your muscles after 60. It's a simple addition to your routine that could completely change the way your body builds and repairs muscle. So grab your coffee, take that first step, and let's keep growing younger, starting today.